Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to The Traveler. I was doing a little bit of work on the house, getting ready to make a work area down below, and I heard a meteor strike, and I thought I'd go wandering a little bit and see if I could find it. And as I came out over the hills, I saw this, and I thought we'd go investigate, see what we've got. Maybe we'll end up finding the meteor as well. It looks like this is actually a vanilla village, which is interesting because I thought Millionaire actually disabled the vanilla villages. But yeah, this is just a plain old, well, plain, just a vanilla Minecraft village, which is interesting. What do we got here? Just kind of goes down into nothingness. Hey, we even have some villagers. We should hang around here and close them in. I think I've got dirt. Close them into their houses and save this village. Maybe we'll do... Oh, somebody mentioned that this was... Ah, much better. Somebody mentioned on the comments on the last episode that that's what I had ended up doing, and yeah, now it's fixed. I think it was actually an upgrade of the mod pack that did that. What on earth is going on? Why is there water flowing here? Silly water. And there's water flowing right there, too. Weird. Look at a bustling little village here. So yeah, we probably want to see if we can save these guys. A library over there. We might harvest all the books out of that library because we... And I just put more dirt in there, didn't I? Yep. We will probably be needing books for enchanting at some point in the future. Looks like we got a bee. Bee Dude's house is a little bit truncated there. There, we'll just block that side for the time being. Yeah, this is, wow, the blacksmith is a little tough to get into. Oh, excuse me there. Oh, that's the pressure plate. So what was this noise? Wait, is that new? That wasn't on the list there a minute ago, was it? I don't know. So many things. Let's get rid of... We don't need the lever. And we don't really need the swords either. Let's light this place up just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of a sapling, collect these books, and I'm going to wait for nightfall, I think, anyway. I don't have anything over here to sleep, though. So after I closed them in... What on earth? Now that's interesting. Oh, look at all the patterns. We need... let's see, what key did I put it on? What key is... There we are. Let's get a waypoint on that. Because that would be much easier than making all of those patterns myself. I just don't have the inventory space to take them back right now. So yeah, we'll get all of these guys... I'm going to hang around here and get all of these guys closed into their houses so that they're nice and safe, and we can come back here and we may do something with this village too. Oh, potatoes. Oh, a little sewage pond under this guy's house. You should really see about getting that checked. Really seems to have a bit of a sewage problem there. So yeah, that was kind of an interesting surprise. He ended up wandering around and right into a vanilla village. What time of day is it? It is starting to get dark. But yeah, it was really the meteor was why I was wandering around here to begin with. So maybe I'll see about closing them in and then see if I can find where this meteor strike was. I hear skeletons somewhere. Must be right here. Or this is right at the border between two of them or something. Interesting. Okay, so again, I'm going to get these guys closed in, and I will be back in a bit. Okay, our village is safely tucked away in its... all of the villagers are tucked away in their homes, so we have a regular vanilla village that we can do something with in the future. And I was working my way back towards the house, and I found our meteor impact. And as it happens, it actually impacted right by a sludge pool, which is kind of interesting, kind of annoying, because, yeah, the sludge makes us sick and all that. Let's see if we can get rid of... Let's get rid of that and see if it will stay gone. In the meantime... Wait, why didn't I get chips from that? Are those not a... everything? Apparently, the meteor chips that I got from the ones... the meteor that I found underground... are not a guaranteed drop, maybe? Or am I using the wrong... Does the meteorite pick not give you the meteorite drops? Oh, there's one. Of course, now I have that cobblestone floating around my head because of the magnetic property of the pick. We do need to do something about this sludge. Because we don't really want to deal with the sludge. This is actually a good-sized sludge pool, too. This one is big enough where you could actually set up a pump and have it do something useful. Hi, guy. Teach you to sneak up on me. I was also looking at pipes here, and there is a waterproof pump pipe. So, I'm not going to totally cover up all of the... Dang it. I'm not going to totally cover up all of the sludge, because I think we might come back here and do something with that. In fact, let's put a waypoint here for sludge, and have it right in my face where I can't see. I'm going to see about breaking up the rest of these meteor blocks and see if I can get some more meteor chips, because there are a bunch of other things that we can make with these. including some meteor protection that we may want to set up around our village just to make sure that we don't end up with a meteor hitting our village, because that would be very, very unfortunate. We don't want to have our village just annihilated from random meteor. That would not be cool at all. So I'm going to break all of this up, and I will be right back. And we are back home now. I've been doing a little bit of work through the night, and as you can see, there's bad things all around. Let's show you what I've been doing down here real quick. Just kind of working on clearing out a little bit of room. This is the same shape as the main house, and I'm going to have a couple of tunnels that go out from here. I think there's going to be one that's going to branch off this way, and I'm going to have another one that goes, I think, just exactly the opposite direction, and this will probably end up being our probably our main storage room, or maybe just a main workshop area. Not entirely sure yet. I'm liking the way that this tunnel setup is coming together. I've got little torch spots with using stairs to kind of frame them in. This side definitely needs to go down more. It's actually right at the surface right now, which isn't going to work. While I was working, though, from that meteor, I've collected 44 meteor chips so far, and there is a ton of meteor left. And I just heard another one hit, so I think we really need to see about getting some protection going. Let's look at the usage for this again real quick. How did we make that? Meteor chips across the top. So let's do this. Meteor chips here, and some redstone. We're going to make 2 of those. And a handful of these protected land testers. Now, we're going to use one of these to shield our house. And I think we're just going to, I think we're going to do something a little bit, maybe a little odd. And we're just going to put this on the roof. Right here. That should do. It says Meteor Shield is charging. Now, if I put one of these... I think if this is on, then it's protected. I don't know how you charge it necessarily. Oh, there it goes. That did something. Oh, apparently these are one-time use. Okay, Creeper. You need to get away from there right now. I don't know how long that this protection lasts. I don't know if this is a permanent thing or if it has to be recharged occasionally. Can't hit him from here. Don't you do it. Die. Damn, guys. Okay, so we've got our house protected. I wonder if this will turn off when the shield is down, or if I need to regularly check with these torches. Now, here's the one that's going to be a little bit interesting, because I don't know if I'll be able to put this in an effective place and leave it and not have them go and destroy it at some point. But I think I can probably place this... I think if I just place this maybe behind the Patriarch's house... Oh, the villagers aren't... don't seem to all be collecting in one little tiny spot to chat now. A couple of them are talking, but they don't all seem to be just piled in one place. Okay, let's do this. Let's turn it on. And hopefully they will leave that so that the village here stays protected. Now, right now, we are still short on sandstone. And that was really what I had planned on doing this episode, is setting up a more permanent sandstone production. Where's the patriarch? I want to talk to him. But we might not get all of that together today. That looks good. There he is. So, we're still a regular visitor. I haven't done a whole lot more trading with them quite yet. Oh, there's another kid. Let's see how many people are in this village now. Over here. There are up to 14 adults and 3 kids. And we're right in the face. So they're growing nicely. It's a slow process, but... And apparently they want the gravel path, not the nicer looking clay path. I actually like the clay path better. But it appears they... Well, actually, it looks like they're mixing it. That's interesting. Anyway, we're going to go back over here. Now that we have some meteor shields in place. That looks like it's protected. So it looks like between the two of them, it should cover most of this area. Is kind of my guess. So that's going to work nicely. Okay, so we have all of this stuff up here. And we're working on a place to put it down here. Might actually, let's put that in just to make it a little bit nicer. We might end up with, let's move this crafting table here, a little bit more out of the way. I think what I need to do is finish getting at least one of these hallways a little bit further completed. And I think this needs to go down a little bit more. Actually, quite a bit more. Let's actually take a look at the surface behind the house and see what our terrain looks like. What do we have? So there's where it came out. So I guess if I went down probably another 2 levels, then I can go quite a ways and have quite a bit of room. Let's just put that. And I'll take this down a couple more levels and spread it out. Looks like I need to go down more in order to make room on the left. Now, I don't want just like, you know, every 10 blocks have a little room off to one side. I want this to be a little bit more irregular. So the rooms are not going to be the same shape. The hallways might be kind of regular shape like this, but the rest is going to be fairly random shaping here. I'm also not worrying about collecting the resources from these. I'm just, you know, kind of building around it. If they happen to be where I need to build, then I'll collect them. Otherwise, I'm not worried about it. But anyway, I'm going to continue working on this, and I will be right back so we can get our sand production going. Okay, we're back here now. I've set up a temporary processing station here so that I could get some materials processed. I did a whole bunch of caving because I needed... main thing I was missing was redstone for the next portion of our project here. And yeah, so I went and did a whole boatload of caving just mainly to get redstone. Got a ton of ore and found more meteor chips. And I also found some diamonds. So we'll also be setting up an enchanting station here pretty soon. I still need to go and get some obsidian, And I'm wondering if my meteorite pick will actually be able to break obsidian. But yeah, so the next part of our project here, while I still have a completely full inventory, let's just toss some things up here. I need that. No, I need that. I also found an Unbreaking 1 book, which is pretty nice. We'll need to make an anvil and get that applied at some point. I'm just kind of abusing that chest at the moment. Let's move this to be cooked. And so yeah, the next part of our project is we need to make a sand making machine, and we also need to start working on a processing center to process all of our ores and materials, and I'm a huge fan of thermal expansion for that purpose. So right now I'm making a couple of the parts that we are going to need. We also need we need in order to make our sand, we need a igneous extruder to make cobblestone, and we need a pulverizer to pulverize the cobblestone into sand and gravel. And we're probably going to just dispose of the gravel, at least for now, and then the sand will turn into, we'll just store and turn it into sandstone, primarily for our village. So what we need is to start with our igneous extruder here. I did not pick up all the parts we need. I also did not make enough of these because I wasn't planning originally on making two pulverizers, but we're going to need two of them because we need a pulverizer to process our regular ores as well. So let's see, we need, for our igneous extruder, we need a machine frame. We need the pneumatic servo with tin and a piston on the front. Gives us our igneous extruder. And now for our pulverizers, we need to get more flint. So put our flint, take copper, our redstone reception cells, two of those, and the machine frames. Gives us our pulverizers. And I want to try out this clockwork engine. I don't know exactly how it works, but it sounds like... I gotta look at the... that's right, piston's in the middle. Okay, so piston, clock, gear, some wood, and glass gives us a clockwork engine. Now, we're going to come over here for, and this is, I lowered the tunnel. I don't know if I'm going to change the ceiling and floor and all the walls all the way through this. I think it kind of adds a little bit if it's a little bit patchy and stuff. And then for the entrance to our sand room, this is kind of what I've got right now anyway. We come back here, got some hidden lighting behind these little, in these little corners here. And what we're going to do, got a chest for output, that'll work fine. I may not do anything with the gravel initially, so we're going to put that there. We're going to change, that's out. We want it to make cobblestone, and we're going to feed into the pulverizer here. On the right, we want that output, and we're just going to stick a chest there for the time being for the output. And now our clockwork engine we're going to hook up right here. I guess I need a lever for it to provide a signal. Oh, it's going. Oh, I didn't need the power for that. Well, that's cool. I just keep hitting it until it gets whatever level I want. That's interesting. I can't turn it off though, so if it starts overflowing, I guess it's I guess it slows down fast enough though. Okay, so let's go ahead and stick a few cobblestone in here just to get it started. And it does slow down pretty quick. I'll have to look and see if we can have some sort of a redstone circuit that we can feed into this to charge it. That would help matters a lot. If you could just say toggle some signal into it to charge it up to its max or something like that. Don't know if that's possible or not, but it would be a nice way of doing it. Okay, let's see. Now that we've got the... Now that we have that going, we need a bucket of lava, and we need a bucket of water, which we can get from our little pond here. There we go. Yeah, so let's go get this igneous extruder going. We'll charge up our little engine to the max. I think I also want to go and turn off the dynamic lighting when you're holding items. I'm finding that if I have torches in my hand and I'm moving, whenever the light level is changing, it's makes my game stutter quite a bit. Let's wind up our engine here. Ow! Apparently if you wind it too much, it smacks you or something. Okay, so that's going. It's really kind of a cool engine. I like that. Again, I hope there's a way that I can automate this to some extent, because I don't want to have to keep coming in here to charge it. I think it will be suitable for the time being, though, for sure. And until such point as we have a more permanent power system in place. And we'll probably dedicate a room or two into a providing power for the rest of the base, and then have maybe underneath or in the walls or something we can run our power, and we'll just do it in such a way that it doesn't disrupt any of the stuff in the walls. You'll notice that this doorway, this entryway, is also 3 blocks wide. That's so that the room can expand however it needs to and not disrupt this lighting. I may also make that hidden light visible here as well, so I think that kind of adds a little bit to the overall view. But yeah, we now have another meteor strike. Let's charge this up again. Guess you can just hold down the right mouse button until it smacks you. Oh, wow. I was stabbed by a loose spring. Well, that's unfortunate. how did you get up there? Wow, that made a bit of a mess. Right, so not entirely safe for an engine, but I don't think it will. It doesn't seem like it would ever explode from natural, just overpowering or anything like that. We're slowly gaining power, but not too bad. We'll just get this into the red and leave it. And with that, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, including my death there. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Bye.